I was just in the break, I was talking about President Obama and how much, right? Love him.
Oh yeah. We're all about
love
the love.
him.
All about the love.
Love him. Not just love him because we're commanded to do so. I think he's right about an awful lot. He's in L.A. again. He's holding 2 fundraisers for his re-election campaign and a taping of Jay Leno.
Oh, that's great.
Now, some might be thinking, well, that's a waste of the president's time to go on a comedy show, but I disagree.
No, me too.
If he doesn't go on a comedy show, all of that time he spent coming up with new jokes, hammering Special Olympians, will go to waste.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a good point.
It's time management, really.
This is the Glenn Beck program.
Pat, how long have you done radio?
33 years.
I've been in radio since 1979. Jeffy, how long have you been in radio?
Since I was 14 years old.
You're now 87. That doesn't
That's right.
help.
That's
Nobody knows how old you are.
70 years.
What
30
year?
years.
30 years. Stu, you've done radio since the 90s?
Yeah, 14 years, something like that.
Sarah, you've done radio for how long?
Not very. 2003.
Oh, you suck.
What?
Oh, man.
Loser.
You're terrible.
Okay. All right. So there's over 100 years of broadcast experience just in this room. I asked this question of my staff today, which has over 102 years of broadcast experience, including very high-level vice presidents of broadcast groups. How does the EBS and EAS system work exactly? Now, if you're my age, in your 40s, you'll remember, for the next 60 seconds, this station will conduct a test of the emergency broadcast system. This is only a test. Now, I've done radio for so long, I didn't need to read that. That used to be written out for me. But then you come back and you say, this has been a test of the emergency broadcast system. Had this been an actual emergency, official instructions would have followed, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty close.
You would have been instructed where in your area to tune for news and official information.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Done it. Been there. Know it.
Many
inside
times.
and out. I'm a licensed broadcast professional.
Yeah, they don't even have that anymore.
No, they don't.
No.
I am. So is Pat.
Me too.
So is Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Stu? No.
Not so much.
Sarah?
You suck. You guys are awful.
Okay. Used to have to actually sign the logs when you were on. An EBS test was a very big deal. You missed an EBS test?
You'd lose your license.
You'd lose your license. Very big deal. But here's the thing on the EBS test. It would start in Washington, and it would trip radio stations and television stations, and it would spread across the country, and you would have to trip it. But you had to trip it. And it didn't take control away from the broadcaster. Now, I understand that the EAS system is new and exciting and something brought to you by Homeland Security under the George Bush administration. Have a problem with the EAS system. One of the reasons I have a problem with it is because it seizes control of the broadcast frequency. If I don't trip the EAS system, the station is tripped for me. It's automatic. In the middle of my sentence, if the state wants to take control, they just take it. And there's nothing I can do about it. Jeffy, is that accurate?
At the last stations I worked at, that is accurate.
Okay. It's a wonderful system for your safety. On November 9th, our first test ever, including the EBS system, when we thought nuclear missiles could come and destroy us and kill us all within 18 minutes. We never did what we're about to do on November 9th. I want to make this extraordinarily clear. November 9th is just a date. It is just a date where this system will be tested, and it is only a test. And it is a date that was selected long ago. And it is a date that on November 10th, we will still be as free as we are today. Most likely, November 9th is Y2K. Anybody who is saying that we're all going to die is most likely a moron. However, I don't even know where the line of sanity and insanity is anymore because I read the newspapers. But they're going to have a nationwide blackout for 3.5 minutes? I'm sure that's what we need. Now, I'm reading the FEMA and Department of Homeland Security website this weekend, and I'm reading about this, and I, as a broadcast professional, and I can't think of a reason we would do this. Not one. Not one. Especially since, in their own literature, it says they're not sure if on television the screen will even say this is a test. It just might take it out. Now, wait a minute. They're not sure? They didn't have that one done. What do you say we test this EAS system at midnight on a Saturday? Not 2 p.m. on a Wednesday. What do you think? What do you think? Why are we testing this at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday when we don't even know if this damn thing will work? Who does that? Who takes the nation's communications and shuts it down for 3.5 minutes in the middle of a workday on a Wednesday when the whole world is in revolution? That doesn't help calm things, Mr. President. Department of Homeland Security. Don't you have, like, machines that can read people's faces and see if they're agitated? Because maybe you should use those machines on the American people. Because I think those machines might say they're agitated right now.
GBTV. The truth lives here.